Hello and welcome. Today we have a Diamond Pharah. I've actually done this VOD before, but only on the attacking side. So I'm going to do some review on the defense side. So let's see where this takes us. All right.
Pharah também, hein?
All right, just poking a little bit. That's cool. Okay. Okay, I just need to point out. So right there, I noticed that twice you actually hit this wall over here on the right side. I believe so. So that's, I don't want to say it's unacceptable, but definitely something that needs to be improved upon. For something that, I don't want to say easy, but you know, these are the kinds of things. I wasn't going to mention it, but since you actually hit the wall twice, that was kind of a red flag. So in terms of aim, it's really important that you're able to, you know, not miss something that simple, let's say. Okay. Okay. What was your diva doing? Oh, overextended a lot. Wow, that's not good. Okay. So, because your diva just died, or she got demeched rather, you're kind of in a tough spot as a DPS, because the question is, okay, do you get more aggressive to, you know, kind of make up for the loss, or do you get a little bit more defensive to kind of, you know, fall back a little bit? This is definitely a case-by-case basis. However, Diva is in the unique situation where she can remech rather quickly if she's good with her left clicks, and she can, you know, still apply a lot of pressure with those left clicks from a relatively safe distance. So, going back to my question earlier, do you get more aggressive? Do you get more defensive? In this particular case, I would say it's okay to stay, quote-unquote, on the more defensive side. If you get too aggressive, there's a good chance you'll get punished for it because you don't have the presence that you normally would with that mech. In this particular context, because the fight just started and you guys can still bring this back, let the enemy make a mistake and play off that. So just plain and simple, your diva messed up here, way overextended, but now you're, as the Pharah player, you don't want to get overly aggressive here because they could probably just punish you for it. You don't have, you know, a DM to protect you, let's say. Okay, and actually let's go back a little bit. Yeah, so right now, I would say you were in an okay spot. I think you're being slightly too aggressive here, but we'll kind of see how it plays out. You were kind of on that line where I think it was acceptable. Nice shot. This is good. That's a good blast too. Concussive blast.
Boa.
Nice. Now it's just clean up. It's good so you can chase. Okay, but, well, let's go back a little bit. Well, let's go back a little bit more.
Boa.
So right here, when you're chasing, it would be nice. I'm not sure what you guys are saying in the comms, but it would be nice to know that your team is with you, especially since you only have 141 health. So this kind of aggressive chase, I like it, but I would like it more if, okay, you have a Zen. If you had like a Zen orb on you, for instance, or you just knew that someone was with you. Oh, especially with that Genji, he was right in your face. A Genji can, actually at that distance, where was that Genji? Let's go back a bit. Right about here, he was on the right side of the screen. Yeah, right here. Right here, a good Genji, who's to the right of the screen just now. You have 141 health. If he could do 75. Actually, he would just be, oh, that's close actually. 75, 125. No, he actually would not kill you, just barely. If he did 3 shurikens, 1 fan, and they all hit you at this distance, which it can, and then swift strike you, he actually wouldn't be able to kill you. But that puts you in a very, very dangerous spot. So again, this kind of chase that you're doing here, pretty risky without, I'm not sure if you do know, because I'm not sure what you're saying in the comms, but without knowing who's behind you and who's with you. So let's see how this plays out. Man. Yeah, so again, that was pretty, like, you're getting very aggressive, which again I like, but I like it more if I know that your tanks are like, you know, ideally a Zen orb should have been on you like this entire time. I'm not quite sure why it wasn't. And do you have a Mercy? Well, what do you have? What's the, yeah, you do have a Mercy. Yeah, no heals for you for that entire time. That was kind of weird. Was she dead? Let me look at the kill feed. No. Okay. Okay.
Olha a esquerda.
Right there. Okay, so...
Olha a esquerda.
Okay, so... Actually, and did he Tesla you? Yeah, he did, okay. Alright.
Olha a esquerda.
Boom, right here. So two things start happening at the same time. You just get the Discord, and Winston's diving you. And I think they also have a diva. If they were more coordinated, they would have also dove at the same time with the diva as well. So they're actually looking to kill you. How much health do you have? 141 again? Yeah, 141. So what does this mean? I would have liked to seen a couple things from you. One is immediately start shooting this Winston. This is actually a fairly easy shot to make as Pharah, because of Winston's, trajectory is kind of set. Mostly, he has some wiggle room, but it's quite hard to change mid-air as Winston. And so I would have liked to see you shoot him. I also would have liked to see you back up and or concussive blast away from using this wall right here, or not this kind of this area. Concussive blast away. So shoot him, concussive blast away, then shoot again, something like that. Get some distance because they are looking to kill you right now. They discorded you, monkey's coming after you, and you need to get away. Yeah, so I would like to see that. So let's see what you do. No, that's way too slow of a reaction. A much better team, when that dive comes out and the Discord, you're gonna start getting shot by so many things. Yeah, so you kind of just stood there a little bit and then just maybe just hit your S key and then hit booster. That's pretty risky. Yeah. Good shooting. I like that you're helping. I love that you're helping the helping your backline with the enemy flankers. It's excellent. Oh, okay, but you don't have to leave him. Like, actually, right there, you could have kept shooting him. That being said, actually, let me think about this for a second. Let me see this. Yeah, actually, okay, so in a sense, you kind of did your job already. Genji and Pharah have an interesting relationship where neither of them are good at killing the other, unless Genji has a blade, in which case he can kill you. If you kind of misplay it. And so in this case, you actually you bought Zen some time so that he can kind of reposition himself, and you just made Genji's life really hard, and now you're going to go back to easier targets to hit. So actually, I think your decision to turn around here is actually okay. I still would have liked to see you help dealing with that Genji, and then you and Zen probably could have killed him together. Okay, but they... Oh, no. Okay. Cool. Nice.
Bom res, Marco. Obrigado.
Cool.
Eu fui pra...
Se vir com pressa que eu pego.
Eu fui ali pra botar pressão no
Gui, prepara pra dar uma porrada aqui.
Tomei no cu pra Pharah.
Não vai dar. Pera.
Don't waste your boosters like that. There's no reason to boost right there, just as a side note. But an important one, because now you don't have this cooldown for 8 more seconds from now. Can't miss those shots on the walls, my friend. I really dislike this diva ultimate. Where did she place it? It looked like it was too far to the left. Maybe she saw something? Yeah, that was a horrible diva ultimate. Sorry. You can tell your friend that, if she is your friend. I think she is. Or he is. Whatever. She. Poking. Yeah, I love the use now that you're using this roof on this side. This is excellent. Whereas before you're kind of more to the left, more in the open space. I like that you're using this right side more. Very well done. Cool. And by the way, now actually, hold on, let me go back. Yeah. So as we go back in time, right now you have 3 seconds left on this booster, and you're out of fuel. So like we said earlier, that came to be very important in this case, where you actually use that cooldown, and now you're being punished for it because now you're far closer to the ground than you probably want to be. Well, actually, in this particular case, where is there? No, yeah, you're definitely far closer to the ground than you want to be right now. There's no reason to use barrage here, because that's typically the case where you want to be close to the ground, is with barrage. But right now you're probably gonna kill this monkey and be able to save your barrage. So let's see what happens. Oh, missing shots there.
Não, não consegui, não consegui. Meu caralho! Meu Deus. Agora eu vou morrer.
Okay.
Ah, com essa atitude, né?
Okay, so actually this booster that you used here actually punished you pretty hard because let's go back again. Okay, and actually the biggest thing actually was that you weren't able to kill this Winston. He was in kill range and you missed a lot of shots here.
Ai, caralho.
Oh, and then you ran out of ammo, so you missed 2 critical shots. You might have missed more, I'm not sure, but that actually was probably the biggest thing. That was actually more important than you just not having your booster. Yes. And then here, this is good that you reposition.
Não consegui, não consegui.
I probably would have barraged onto this Mercy here, maybe slightly more elevated, so I wasn't so close. And then who did she res? And then Zen. Ooh, yes, and then you get to kill Zen. So you got the.
Meu Deus.
Huh, but you were able to clean them up, so actually that was fine.
Agora eu vou morrer aqui.
Here would have been a good, right? Actually, that would have been probably the best barrage option. It was like right about here. She has her back turned to you. Bam, right here. This is a really good probably opportunity for a barrage. You get her. So this is probably how it plays out. You get the Diva mech. Maybe Genji comes and tries to deflect to kill you. That's fine. You can anticipate that because he's right here on the screen. You turn around. Then, depending on how much health she has, this mech rather, then you can turn around, come back, and kill the diva, the baby diva when she comes out of her mech. There's lots of factors here depending on whether, and the biggest factor is whether or not Genji goes for the deflect, how this plays out. But in either case, either you get a lot of clean kills here, and you get you bait out the deflect, or you get lots of kills and then you just kill Genji afterwards, because you're probably not going to kill him. Even if he doesn't have the deflect. Rather, even if he... Yeah, exactly. Even if he doesn't have the deflect. Yeah, so right here... Yeah, she gets the... She gets the thing. Now, actually, that being said, she also probably would have self-destructed anyways. But there's not a whole lot you could have done about... You could have done to counter that. Let me see if there's a better option here.
Agora eu vou morrer aqui.
Yeah, so she probably would, if she had it at that same moment where I asked you to barrage. At worst case, you kill the mech, she self-destructs, but then that immediately pops her out of the mech, in which case you would still kill her with the barrage. So you would have just traded. Because you kind of waited so long, she might still live, Baby Diva, and then re-mech. Let's see. Yeah, she oh no, this is your friend. Oh, okay, actually your Reinhardt did kill her, so that's great. Cool, let's see what happens. Okay.
Não vai dar o quê, rapaz?
There's nobody on the point, and this stalling doesn't do a whole lot. It just feeds ult charge to the opponent, so I'm not really happy with this stall. I'm assuming you die, right? Yeah. So that was kind of silly. If you are gonna do that stall, wait for some teammates. Wait for some people to come and help you, and then do that stall. Otherwise, that stall, just like that one-man stall, doesn't really do anything except feed the enemy ult charge.
High ground, gente. High ground, gente. Para lousíssimo.
Ô, filha da puta.
So right here, when you're doing this kind of hovering, as you just saw, McCree kind of punished you for it. You probably shouldn't be hovering so high. So you can hug this, make use of this railing here, and just kind of hover above that, and then you can peek out and shoot. So you just did it again. You peeked a little bit too high. There's no reason to go that high. You can hug this wall right here tighter, right? Oh, whoops. Sorry. Okay. Use concussive there. That was good. Let me see that again. You also missed that shot on the monkey. So, oh, actually, no, you didn't shoot. Okay, never mind. Good shot there. Shoot that. Interesting. Okay, so watch this. This is something I notice a lot of players, especially at the lower levels, tend to have. Look at how much you move your mouse up. Okay, so you're looking down here at about 45 degrees. And then you go up to about maybe 30 upwards rather. So maybe a change of about 70 or so degrees ish. And this is a problem. I don't know if it's like a mouse pad issue, but really high level players, you can see they're not I don't know what word to use, but they have a really good, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, dexterability. Is that a word? Yeah. Wait, dexterability. I feel like I'm forgetting the word I want to use. But anyways, the point I'm trying to make here is that really good players are very good about moving their mouse up and down very drastically. Like you see it with McCree's, you know, who shoot like flashbang down when like a Genji's deflecting, or in this case when somebody goes above you and you have to go up to shoot them. I'm not quite sure what it is, but definitely don't be afraid to just whip your mouse up all the way and be able to hit this monkey, because you literally stop here. Like if you look at your mouse movement, like you're kind of just here waiting for him to come back down. A really good player, let's go back. Yeah, right there. A really good player, as soon as that he would have gone above you, like because he was literally like right above you, a really good player would have just gone up and not be afraid to go for that rocket. Yeah, so it's kind of a small thing, but it's an extra potentially 120 damage that you could have had onto that Winston. Good.
Não vou deixar o Kaga andar. Ele fica comigo, ele fica
Slow,
comigo.
but that's okay.
Contigo.
Okay, this is a good time for a concussive blast. You can isolate targets, like, let's go back. So like right here. Ooh, nice and juicy. Who is she beaming? Can we see? Is that their McCree? And then I can't tell who that is. Okay, anyways, regardless. You have 3 targets right here. There's a couple things you could do. You could probably push this Mercy in either direction and then go for a clump and start shooting in those spots. You could try to go for a shot onto the Mercy, then go for a quick concussive blast into some direction, doesn't matter, and to kind of actually Mercy's kind of a bad target to do that with because she has the GA available to her. So that can really mess up your combo. But a really good combo available to you is to, shoot concussive blast into concussive blast your opponent into a spot that you can, predict because you're doing the concussive blast. Then you go for a follow-up shot. So what I would probably do here is shoot the Mercy, concussive blast her in one direction, and then shoot in that direction again. And then from there, see what happens. Yeah, okay.
Não tô com essa Pharah ainda, hein? Porra, morreu 500 vezes.
Okay, that was really risky. Okay, so right here you get this Mercy kill. Okay, and then you chase this McCree, who I'm not sure if you were listening for a flashbang or not. I don't recall if he has used it or not. But going in here like this is very dangerous. I would maybe have taken one of those shots and then concussive blasted away, or boosted up and then go back towards my team. These kinds of plays where you're being hyper aggressive, there's nothing wrong with them as long, again, as we talked about earlier, as long as you have teammates with you, especially, actually, no one in particular, just people, Mercies, healing you, or you have a Zen Orb on you, which right now I do not believe you do. Having tanks in front of you, the more of these things that you have with you, then it's okay to go for these aggressive plays. But you're kind of by yourself here. You could easily get headshotted and then eat a rocket, and we know that Winston's gonna come in a second. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, those kinds of plays, as you climb, you're gonna just get instantly deleted for that kind of aggression, because you didn't have the support that you needed. So I don't know if that's a team issue, or maybe your team was just saying, hey, we need to come back, because maybe they didn't have the proper cooldowns, or the healing. rather like enough health to pursue. So, you know, we're not sure, or I'm not sure rather.
Cura, Mark.
Eu procurei aqui faz 5 dias.
Ah, me tirou. Kenga. Mas eu já volto lá. Já volto aqui.
Yes, this is better. This kind of tight hovering where you're using these walls to your advantage, right? Like this little section here. Don't be afraid to use that to be even tighter. You want to be as tight to those walls as possible. That way you're not super exposed and you have more time to fall back. Okay, so, oh, okay, excellent. All right, let's get in there.
Ah, morri pro macacos. Alto, alto.
Okay, so you have okay, let me see that again. I think you were just waiting for the right shot. Let me see that.
Alto, alto.
Okay, so you hear the footsteps. And then it felt like, well, no, actually, I can't fault you for this. You're missing some of your rockets, but actually this is okay. This is going to come with practice, you know, just getting more accurate. Yes. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, nice, okay. Good read.
Não.
Oh no, you had the Discord on you. No. Okay, I don't think I need to say much here because I think you know what you did wrong. The Zen just tagged you with the Discord and a left click. I think it was a left click. And then you peek it. So, and again, look at what we talked about. You are so exposed here. You want to just barely be able to, like, let's see if we can. Back is this way. You want to be like this, and just and actually probably more to the right. I would actually be more to the right, and then just kind of peek up and to the left just a little bit, just so I can barely see my opponents. Especially when you have something like Discord on you. This is huge. And again, these are the kind of things where as the higher you go, your opponents are going to punish you harder for these kinds of mistakes. Like this is so, what's the word? Cocky, I guess. Reckless is probably a better word. Yeah. So I can't stress enough how important that is. Okay, cool. I think I need to cut this VOD review at this point. But cool, yeah. So that's probably the biggest thing I've gotten from your VOD is to use your environment to your advantage more. Just be really tight with it. As Pharah, you only need just a little bit of space to get those rockets out. You don't need a whole lot of space. And you know, and then with time, as time goes on, you'll learn when you can get more aggressive and be quote unquote more cocky and, you know, just expose yourself more. But it's kind of a step process where first you peek a little bit, you see what's out there, assuming there's no widow, and then you can kind of, you know, play with the space more and more depending on how much room your opponents give you. And then as time goes on, you get more and more aggressive, you know, as the fight progresses. And then when it resets, you start over. Then you start peeking a little bit, and then you get more and more space, because you can use Pharah's rockets in such a way where you're kind of like, with every rocket, you're buying space. So you're gonna like shoot, peek a little bit more, shoot again, peek a little more, shoot a little more, and then your opponents are naturally gonna kind of give up that space and just back off. And then depending on the circumstances, then you can decide to either back off more because they're really pressing the issue, or you go more aggressive. Whereas here, I kind of get a sense that you're just kind of, oh, okay, I'm gonna just peek my head out here and start shooting. No, it's a little bit more methodical. You have to be a little more methodical. Cool. So cool. Hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please like the video and please subscribe. Thank you.